Yes.
Preparing, always preparing.
Going.
There it goes. All right. And we're live on YouTube. So hello, everyone, and welcome.
I love that, Carrie.
August 31st. Oh, it looks good.
It's a video. I put together a video today, so
It's
teaser video.
So great.
I'll just let it roll while we're getting started.
Cool.
So good.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm sorry, I can't move. It's not gonna work.
I just.
It looks good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the August 31st Age of Conversation Summit planning meeting for the Monday group. We are doing solid. I'm starting to see the registrations just today, 14 new registrations. So that is good.
Yay.
Keep on keeping on. I did a small little mail merge to a few folks. Jennifer, I took your media list that you had sent press releases to and redid a little mail merge blast to them, inviting them. And a couple actually paid to join. Like, I don't know that they did anything with the content, but they're coming. So cool.
That's great.
Now I think it's just time to buy lists and run some ads. We're at that point where we have marketed to our own people enough times that we will obviously continue to do so, but we're really, of our 3,000 person list with a 25% open rate, we're really just hitting the same 600 people over and over again. So now it's time to get past them.
Yep.
I'm still not getting those emails.
That is
Well, so I haven't gotten, if there was one today, I didn't get it.
There was one today. Let me see what you're signed up as. Let me just look you up.
Okay.
Liz, while you're doing that, I just saw your Slack message. So do you you want to schedule a time for me to get with your accounting team to start running the ads?
Yeah, I think that would be great. Because
Okay.
they sent me a whole thing like, well, we need to get into your account and you need to put them in your cart and we need to do that. And I was like, I don't actually know that that's how they work. So
Oh, yeah.
to figure out how to do this.
Yeah, it's just linking in like a credit card.
All right. Yeah, I don't think you are actually signed up, Melissa. I don't see you on the list at all.
I was getting them though. I got the first 4
Interesting.
or what. Yeah. So we can talk offline, but just.
Well, I will add you to it right now so that you start.
Thanks. All right. And if you could forward me the ones that I didn't, the last 3, I didn't get today or last Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
Just so that I have them. Thank you.
And then
Thanks.
I don't think I have anything lined up for current registrants. So we should probably just regroup on what's next and what I should be sending.
There was one that I sent over the weekend.
Okay.
For current. So if you don't have it, I will re-forward it.
Okay, perfect. Oh, no, it does say you're on the list. Your email address is there. So, but
Weird.
I'll to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So content, Carrie, I saw that we got some new descriptions in that I need to go update now.
Oh yeah. So we are so close to having all of our speakers done, all of their titles, descriptions, headshots, bios, speaker tiles out to them. I know that Des has been working and Melissa have both been working on communication. And I've heard from speakers saying, already got it. Know when my rehearsal is, like things are great. They feel taken care of. So this is good. This is really good.
Now we just get every speaker to get 2 friends to register.
That'd be awesome.
All we need, really. Yeah, that's all we need. And I know a lot of them are doing blast. Melissa, I was promised that you would have that video from Christina today. So she is trying to get it over to me.
Awesome. Thank you.
The surprise sketch one, the surprise that we have for everyone. So we can't talk about it here. Yeah, we'll talk offline. She promised me that today. So I'm going to push her again.
I'm excited because that's one that we probably would want to boost with Insta.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. And a couple more are coming in. People are had to wait to schedule their like professional videographers because they want to do like really nice ones for us. So
Oh, wow.
That's
we have
nice.
like 2 or 3 of those coming in. I can't think of her name right now, but anyway, I'll ping those people too, just to make sure they're coming. And I think that's it from my side. Des, do you have I know you have agenda stuff. How's it come in with reslotting speakers that needed to change times?
I'm pretty much done. I think I've only got 2 people left that I need to either try and figure out or just tell them that's your time. Nicole had sent over a couple people for unicorns that I need to get on the agenda and make sure that they're slotted correctly.
And I have a couple of those that I've slotted now. So I got Lisa, Lisa. She is going to do noon to 1 Central Time, and I added her in. And then Gary Boardman is going to do the arcade. So he confirmed with Lucas that he can embed the arcade into the Unicorns and Rainbows track. And I'm going to give him a 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock time slot to actually talk about it and explain how it works and what you could do with it. But the arcade will just be open all day in Rainbows and Unicorns.
Okay.
Get your dress on for our box mac and cheese ball gown fest.
7:00 p.m. Wear your ball gown. We are learning how to turn Kraft mac and cheese into a gourmet black tie meal.
I can't believe he said yes to that.
Oh, that's not even anything. I was like, okay, that's like one level up from your normal. That's pushing the boundaries for them. So I'm happy, and they're excited to do it. So it's going to be black tie, box mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Done.
And then Thailand is confirmed for 10 p.m. Central on the night of the 8th. So that's awesome. And then we're going to do what we decided on our spontaneous think tank is to run it from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. that morning before the event kicks off. And it'll just be a straight 2-hour mini spontaneous think tank where we show people during the time that we normally would put up a distraction and we make the agenda. We'll just show people us making the agenda. So it's a truly 2-hour behind the scenes. This is how you can do your own think tank kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. And then you guys with Unicorns and Rainbows, your surprise and delight moments. How many of those are we giving?
So I need to see how many. That's the only answer I don't have from Flowers is just how many he wants to do. So, but there's 1 yard in Atlanta, right, Erica?
We need the person.
Yeah, and I'm not worried about that. I just need to know how many we could do, and then we can go find that stuff out.
So short answer to your question, Nicole, Atlanta ? Is we have a vendor. We don't have a sponsor who is paid for her. So unless we're going to come out of our pocket, we have a vendor. We don't have a person or money.
Okay, I misunderstood. I thought that they said they would do one as like an in-kind partnership. Okay, then I think then it's not like, because it's not like a live track and it would just be something that happens during. Let's just cut that then.
Okay, unless open call for any partners. What we are doing are surprise and delight moments. We would like to support small businesses that can deliver cookies, flowers, front yard decor, flamingos, whatever it is that they could deliver. So if you would like to be known as someone delivering happiness during Age of Conversation, let us know.
Yeah. I still have a call pending with yard greeters, sign greeters. They're in multiple cities, so I'm just waiting for Stacy to call me back.
Okay, cool.
Can we do like a flash mob of mariachis somewhere? Who deserves mariachis?
We have a mariachi.
Yes. I know a group. But yeah.
Of course you do.
I mean, putting it that, I guess the question too is, since that's not going to be something that somebody would like tune in live, and maybe it's a Jennifer question, what do we do with it when it happens during, if we don't know? I guess we could find out what time it is, but it wouldn't exactly be like a track per se. So how do we approach that? Oh, you're unmuted.
Can we do a Facebook Live something and stream it into there, and also do something with IGTV and just have that going?
Totally. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Fun. All right. What else on the content front? All good, all solid. Okay. You saw I put together kind of the catalog type thing. So you're going through that, Carrie, and fixing any of my mistakes. She printed it out. Kill a tree.
Yes.
Okay. So, because I was going to put that in today's email, the email blast to HD, and decided not to because you were going to go through some stuff. But if you think that you could have that for tomorrow's blast, I would love to get it out there and put it on LinkedIn and put it everywhere.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be missing a few people, I think, but it's not a big deal.
We
One
can
or two
always
people.
update the wherever it links to. Maybe I can just link it to the HD page for people to download instead of link it directly to the PDF. That way I can update that page.
Yeah, I will take a look tonight.
And then Ben at Splash has put one of his designers on our registration page to see if there's anything they can do to make it cooler and more easily navigable. So they're taking a look at that for us.
Nice.
Yeah. As far as building out the actual page, Lucas, are you on our call or on another call?
I'm here.
Hi. So graphics and things like that. Have you guys come up with a list of things we need to go make? Or do we need to take some time and kind of review it step by step and figure out?
The graphics team, I think, has got all the tracks have graphics. I think that we can style these pages a little bit better if they want background colors and they want the buttons to look different colors. That's all possible.
Okay.
And we definitely need your guidance on what you want the on-demand content to look like. Our part is easy there. You're going to give us the links for all the tracks for on-demand content, where it applies and where it doesn't apply. And then we just put it in. So for us, it's a copy paste. I don't yet know what else we would want to put in all the rooms. I'd be happy to meet with you, Liz, to brainstorm on that, or if there's a few other people that want to go through and essentially decorate the place.
Okay. Yeah, that's a great idea. Maybe on Wednesday, we can set some room decor meetings, some bulletin board design meetings. Well, then question around spatial chat. So we were originally going to just have it in the one room that is Central Perk, but then you had mentioned maybe we embed it in every single room so they could just drop over there after a session is done. Is that easily done? We just drop it in as a tab?
Exactly right. Okay. I've got 3 rooms for spatial chat in case you need them. Each one can handle 50 people, but you can put the same, people can access it through all the tracks.
From anywhere. Mm-hmm.
So we can put all 3 in all the tracks if you want to.
Okay, that sounds great. And then speaking of on-demand content, I saw from last week there were some concerns of people's bandwidth and random hurricanes knocking out their power and sharing videos and stuff. Did you all discuss that further, or is it still to be resolved?
This is Kate. I think it's still to be resolved. I think I'm not a super tech bandwidth expert, but I am a little relieved that actually the content is coming from, or I guess via DES, they're going to be all URLs. So the room parent doesn't have to download it. However, they do still need to start it. But I mean, I feel like it's not stored on their computer. So I don't know if that's then a bandwidth issue or not. I mean, I've tested it and it works fine on my end, but I also just installed fiber optic, so I'm not sure that I'm a good test. Does anybody else have any thoughts on if just playing content from a website is going to be a challenge if people have internet?
It definitely will be. So if your room parent isn't playing it and it's playing well, then maybe if the feedback is, hey, it's not coming through great, then maybe the room parent can guide people to watch it on their own. Like, let's all stay here with it up. I want you to all hit play on your own and stay on mute, and we'll watch it kind of watch party style together and then come back to talk about it, if that's an option.
That's an option. Yeah. I don't know. Do you know if people have, say, a half-hour slot, are they providing a full 30-minute recording, or is it going to be shorter, allowing for Q&A?
So both is the answer. I've got some people who are doing 20 to 25 minutes allowing for Q&A, and I've got people who are going the full 30 minutes.
Okay.
And then suggesting they move the Q&A over to spatial chat or something.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I think it'll still work. I mean, if it comes to that, the speaker presenter might just get, questions kind of out of order if people aren't in the same place in the presentation. But I mean, I think that's okay. It is,
yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
And there aren't a ton of those that are pre-recorded, right? Like maybe a grand total of 10, I feel like, across all 100 sessions. So
I haven't done a count. I feel like it's higher. I think every track except maybe 2 has some pre-records.
It's somewhere between 15 and 20. It keeps changing, it seems like.
And
I feel like
but
it's
of the ones that
happening.
are pre-recorded, there is some sort of somebody is there live from them or not.
For almost all of them, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Unless there was a time conflict, but the speakers know to be there, that they'll be on chat for questions.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. So Jennifer, let's talk about how we can get more people to our party.
Well, did you have a chance to look at the content that I
I
sent you?
liked it. Yes.
You like it? Okay. Do you have any changes?
I have a couple of little edits I'm gonna make and I'll get it back over to you shortly, but it's overall, I think it's great.
Okay.
So that is for event industry news in the UK, right?
Correct. So, and did your accounting people work out all of that
Yes,
with them?
that's paid.
Okay. Okay,
Mhm.
cool. So I will get that up, and as soon as we get them the content, they can get the link out. They will push it out through social and push it out through their website. And then I did one more test and pushed out some posts that we were doing on the images, and didn't have any text because I was just kind of wondering if the text was making any difference, like if we were saying ya or nothing, because nothing just seemed to be changing our interaction numbers, our engagement numbers. And with no text whatsoever, it was the same. So I think what I want to do with the ads is I'm going to go ahead and run some A/B tests. We're still, like, even the video that I ran, because sometimes what I like to do is run a video and then we can retarget people who watch the video for a certain length of time. Nobody even met that threshold. I think what I want to do is run a couple of A/B tests for the next few days. And then by Friday, see which one is doing the best. And then we'll do another bigger push on that ad. And potentially, and if one of them does really well, then and people didn't sign up from that, we don't have the same registration numbers, then we can retarget the people who interacted with that ad. So I want to go with that strategy. Since our organic is not bringing in what I would like to see, to have some confidence to say, this is the great ad, let's go with this.
Okay. And then what we're looking at right now, 25% coming in from LinkedIn, about 20% coming in from Facebook. Those are our two big audiences. And then wherever direct URL that's not tracking back is coming from.
Yeah. So,
which this is probably from our email blasts out of Wix is my guess.
Okay. It could be. We're having a lot of speakers share our content. We've had some good engagement. We did have that question over the weekend about if the content was going to be on demand. I think someone was saying, like their September 9th is already completely booked, but they were interested. So I did respond. That person also responded that she would like to be considered for coming on to these kinds of events that we have. So, but yeah, but I think we're going to end up doing well in the final week.
Yep, it continues to be my theory that no one registers for a virtual event more than a week out. So we'll see. Come on, theory.
Yeah,
there's nothing for your nerves, but.
But I think that's part of the interesting thing here is for all of us out there doing virtual events to be able to tell our leadership team, don't freak out. Don't start doing buy one, get one free offers. People will come. Just give them a moment. They need to see things 7 times. And we just started the email blasts 1 week ago. So they haven't even seen an email 7 times, much less all the other stuff.
Right.
So the more speakers can get it out there, if we can start those paid ads this week, get the air cover on the paid. Like I said, with our organic reach, we're hitting the same people over and over. We're hoping that the speakers are going and getting their audiences, and then paid is what will get us beyond the people that we normally talk to.
Yeah.
So if there's any opportunity for ILEA, PCMA, Site, MPI, any of those to even get in one of their email blasts, that would be great too.
And MPI did feature us. I saw on Twitter, they did a few different things for us.
Nice. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, he kept asking me for our Twitter stuff. I was like, yeah, but we're really on LinkedIn and Insta.
We're on Twitter.
Okay. I mean, yeah, but we've been doing a lot on the other ones. I feel like there's a little bit more traction there, but
We're doing the same thing on Twitter. Yeah, we're pushing out on Twitter. I don't think, Liz, we're not getting anything from Twitter, right?
right. I
think
mean,
our,
it's not very active for us, right?
no.
I
we just
see
started it.
2%, 45 unique visitors from Twitter. So that's more than I would think. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Keep it up. The more we can put out everywhere. And I like, Carrie, your call for help. Everybody post one thing a day about it and continue to spread the word to bring a friend, because these conversations are incredible. We also have more video content. So I think I probably need to set up a meeting on the marketing team side and find out where all this video content is and lives and how we should be using it. Because even the ones that I did, what shall I do with them?
So we pushed out the number 5 when you did 5 or 6 little clips with the same background that you have there. We pushed out, I chose what I liked the best and pushed that one out. So that had some decent engagement. So that's one of the ads basically that I want to run as a test ad.
Okay.
And along with some of our just still photos.
Awesome. The other thing I'm doing, I don't know if you all know this, you can download all your LinkedIn connections. And so I'm going to do a little personal mail merge to people I'm connected to on LinkedIn, and just a text email. Hey, like to invite you. And by the way, forward this email to a friend.
And also you can invite, so we have the events set up in LinkedIn and Facebook. And so you can invite your group and you can sort your lists. So like I sorted my list by the handful of event people that I have on mine and forwarded that to them. So, but even like marketing or, I mean, really there's so much, in posting all of these different things, it's opened up, and for $20, it's really opened up my idea on audience. I don't want to get too crazy here at the end, but there's a speaker on just owning your own business and being a working mom and, doing all of these insane, crazy things. And so even for $20, just to listen to 1 2-hour thing, even if that's all you have time for, and you just get that one piece, I think that that's definitely money and time well spent.
I agree. And I did that with Facebook. I went through and did an invite to a whole bunch of my industry folk.
Yeah.
And a couple of personal, my mom's like, oh, I want to go to this one. I'm like, yes, Mom, for $20, you can join.
I did do that with LinkedIn. I need to go back in and do that with Facebook. Most of my Facebook is not event industry people, but that's a really, really good point that it doesn't have to be. So I will go back and do that too.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. So what about my, so session team, you guys, it was a great rehearsal last week. You have more coming up this week?
We do. So we have a couple of things before we can start our tech rehearsals. Lucas, we need the room. Some of our tracks have 2 rooms and it's only been set up as 1 room. I sent you a list earlier today. Do you think you could set up the additional tracks?
That won't be a problem. Yes, I'll get that done today.
Thank you. We appreciate everything you do. And then who is Nicole in charge of unicorns and rainbows?
Yep.
Can we chat offline about that? Because earlier today it didn't have anything in there, and I just want to make sure we support you the way you want to be supported.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Thank you. And then we need more volunteers. We're starting to have a little bit of volunteer attrition. So I think we have just enough, but we've lost a few over the last couple of weeks. So if anyone has anyone in their network that they think can get up to speed pretty quickly, we would really appreciate it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna add in on that. Anne had shared to Kristen and I that there's been 12 of our room parents who haven't showed up for any of the trainings. So I'm actually pretty concerned that,
Not any, just the last two. That's the only ones we took
yeah.
attendance at.
So if you guys can all reach out and see if you, I mean, it's like a 4-hour commitment. Basically, they just need to know Zoom. I mean, we have documentation to get them up to speed on the event and what they need to do. So they don't need to know everything. They just need to know Zoom and be able to help, you know, transition from one session to another. But yeah, that's definitely an area that I'm concerned about if we don't have enough.
Okay. I'll do my today's LinkedIn post will be another call for 4-hour commitment volunteer people. Well, it's probably 5 hours because you need at least an hour to come in for training and then 4 hours on the day of the event, right?
Yes.
Okay. Training. Cool.
Ian, did you have anything else?
I think that gets us up to speed.
Okay. I'll just do a quick, so Kristen isn't here today because she started a new job.
Yay!
But last week she took care of, we did the Zoom training, and then Liz had mentioned we did the speaker rehearsal. So Liz was our first speaker. Tammy was our room parent. This week coming up, we have a call with our room parents tomorrow. We're actually going to do a practice transition from one session to the next, so they know what to do during that 10-minute transition.
By the way, Tammy did awesome.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, it was great. And then also scheduled for this week is, and I know Desiree will coordinate with you, but Des is going to provide information. So when our room parents reach out to schedule speaker rehearsals, they'll provide the information Des wants shared. And so that comms will be going out once Des is ready. We'll have
Melissa actually has all of that.
Oh, Melissa.
Anne actually has it.
Oh, okay.
I wrote it. Anne has it.
Awesome. So we'll get it to the room parents and they'll schedule those this week. I think, yeah. So lots of good stuff going on. So in the next week, they'll be doing speaker rehearsals. They're going to be practicing shift changes with each other. So they are aligned on when they're changing within a track from one room parent to another, and then practicing their transitions between sessions. So I think that we're going to be in good shape for next week.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, and Anne, I can run you through real quick, just the unicorns and rainbows thing. So 10 p.m. on the night of the 8th, we do not need any room parents there. If they don't want to join us, it'll just be us basically doing an unrestricted hotness to Thailand. So if someone wants to join and record it, that would be great, but we will just be running that one like we normally would on a Friday. And then from 8 to 10 a.m. on the morning of the 9th, if it's possible to have 5 people, anyone join us and help us out with the rooms, that's great, just to pop into the breakout sessions, but it's not necessary. We can do it without volunteers. If I know West Coast, that would be crazy. But I assume if we get a European group, then they would be joining that early morning one our time, and we'll see if we can wrangle them. And then the only other sessions are 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. and then 7 p.m. So we're doing the cooking thing. Everything else is, well, Nicole, you had mentioned that you wanted to do that one that was like, come brainstorm with us.
Yeah, we can totally do that to kind of bring their idea. We did want to do that. Wherever you think there's a hole, we can go there.
Okay, so we're open to whenever that gets scheduled around other stuff. We can pick a time.
Yeah.
If we still want to do it.
Yeah. Totally.
Cool. Okay, so community team and attendee concierge. Danielle, anything going on in your world?
So last week I created just a text email that was sent out to the registrations that you sent over to me. I just split it up between the team. So that was sent out. And then this week I'm really focused on kind of organizing the schedule for next week. So making sure that we're all slotted in to monitor the Slack channels, any issues. I have a couple of questions. And if you need any help, I feel like since my team is a little more reactive than proactive, I feel like my team will probably be able to support yours if you need additional help, just given how we're breaking things up. So I think there's already someone, Kim, on my team who's a session parent, but I can talk to you offline about that if you need help.
Thank you.
And then on the day of, if there's any problems with like Kiko or anything like that, should I just be talking to Lucas directly?
Yes, yes, that would be best.
Okay. So yeah.
Cool. Anything in the Slack channel that do you want to try to get people like engaged and start posing questions or getting any conversations going? Or do you feel like it should be mostly focused on just event stuff? What's your gut?
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of talked to the team about it, and I'm trying to get everybody to jump in there and start conversations. So I'll work on that this week. I think everybody's just been a little bit busy, so it's been a little bit difficult to get some time from folks. But yeah, I'll try and make sure that there's some more engagement going on, and then definitely during the event.
Cool. Sounds good. All right. What work streams do we have left to cover?
Partnerships is at the same status. Neither of our partners have signed on the dotted line. Part of that was my Wellco was sick over the weekend. Perhaps she should have taken some immunity challenge. So it's okay. I already joked with her about that. So she is in to be a speaker. She will be sending over her headshot to Carrie. So Carrie, if I've already introduced you guys, so if you need another like, here's Carrie. She really needs your stuff. Talk to her directly,
today.
right?
I was like, I really need your stuff today.
She was the very first person I thought of when I woke up this morning. I was like, oh, I haven't heard back from her.
Me too. I need her.
And then Lizzie, who's doing the ebook, she was waiting on a signed okay from her boss. So we're still waiting for that. So those two are still pending. That's where we are at.
Okay. Chicken and egg, right? With virtual events. If we had 2,000 people right now, then all the partners would be a part of it. But since we're not there yet, then the partners, so maybe somebody will come through and go, oh, how can we get in front of your people? But I'm fine if they don't as well. Hopefully they will.
So one of the things that I've heard a little bit of feedback on is, and I think we fixed it, is when somebody goes to the Reg site and they look down at the speakers, their names and titles have been updated, correct? So that was one of the initial feedback was, I don't know if these people are worth paying attention to anyway. So, why would people want to hear from them, right? And then the idea that we just don't have 500 people signed up yet, so it is a little chicken and egg.
Yep. That's all right. That's why we built this to not need the sponsors. But hopefully somebody will want to come along and help out the participants. So just so you know, the Reg site is all hover over. So all their pictures are here of all these incredible folks, and you can see name, title, company, the name of their session, the description, and then what track they're in.
Yeah, perfect.
So it has all of these incredible folks, and it just keeps going and it just keeps going. It's amazing. And I did put up here now, you can download the session guide, which I will update as soon as I get feedback. But just for anyone who's visiting today, it'll pull up that PDF that I had mail merged into, so people can actually see when and where and what's happening. Because I think that's probably the biggest thing of people waiting is just like, it's great that these people are speaking, but when is it? Because if I can't join the two that I want to go to and I don't know when they're happening, then why would I pay? So I think the sooner we can get out those times, the better.
Well, and even if it's wrong now, like if you set it, I mean, times change anyway, even in person.
Yeah, I think by tomorrow, we'll start emailing that PDF out and let everybody see it's real. There's times, there's sessions. Come play with us. Cool. What else?
I want
Liz,
to,
when can we do? Oh, sorry.
that's okay. I want to get a volunteer, and it may be Krista, but someone to help me with live interaction and live posting during the event, the day of the event, to start sharing on social media, to interact with people and things like that throughout the day. So actually, I don't know if that's Danielle's crew, since they've been kind of sort of doing that throughout, or if I should, or if one of y'all want to do it, or if I should tag Krista. But I'm going to need help. I'm assuming I'm going to need help.
I think Danielle's crew would be a great place to start. How many people do you think you need?
I mean, I think I'm just going to need like 1 or 2 people.
Okay.
Yeah, Jennifer, I can just talk to my team and have either myself or whoever's available help you.
Okay, great.
All right, Carrie, I fixed that title on the website. All good?
Oh, so Liz, when we can do our little video tour of the rooms, like just to give participants a heads up of what it's going to look like. So let me know your schedule for the week. That one, I was going to send that out. Okay,
Wednesday. I'm good Wednesday.
Okay.
Actually, like 3 p.m. Central, maybe right after the other meeting.
Sure. Yeah. Works for me. What do you guys think? Just some feedback. Oh, wait, hold on. 3 p.m. Central. Yeah, that works. So we have a know before you go. And then we have this video that's going to tell people, this is what it looks like when you're going to log in. And this is how you maneuver around. And then it's going to give them 2 times during the day on Tuesday where they can actually jump in and do a little bit of playing around. So do you guys think I'm thinking those should be separate emails. The know before you go will go out like Friday. And then on Tuesday morning, here's the video and here's when you can hop on and go play by yourself.
I like that.
You guys, that makes sense? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to make sure that made sense.
Yep.
So perfect. So then tomorrow's email or Wednesday's email, Liz, will be the one I sent over the weekend. So people can sign up for resume reviews and their tarot card readings.
Cool.
So that one you should have. If you don't have it, let me know and I'll resend it.
Sure.
And then Friday we can do the know before you go. And then Tuesday, because Monday's a holiday, so Tuesday we'll do the log in and play.
Okay, so Tuesday or Wednesday attendee email. There is the resume review one, and there is the tarot cards. Got it?
Perfect. So just so you guys know, we ended up, Desiree and I kind of talked through all this, and we went with Sign Up Genius for the initial way for people to sign up, because it'll allow us to push out a reminder to all those folks, whereas just signing up on a spreadsheet, we didn't really have that option. And so because there's so much happening on that day, I wanted to make sure that we had a way of saying, don't forget, you've got this resume review, you've got this tarot card reading, whatever. But I'll create a spreadsheet the day of or day before, and we can still post the spreadsheet into the main room so people can look at it and see. Does that make sense? So the Sign Up Genius is what you have, the links that you have, Liz, to get sent out to people now.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Perfect. Yes. And if you were wondering what is happening, here is the color-coded Google Calendar view of the day.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing.
So yes, this is a solid argument for recording sessions because there are a lot concurrent. Mm-hmm. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Right hand
is.
red, left foot green.
Yes, the twister view.
Is there any way we can do like a roulette wheel, or I'm trying to think of like a random pick, which session should you go to next? We're going to go boop, and then you click the link and it takes you to that room.
Like the old Google I'm feeling lucky thing?
Yes.
That would be awesome. I'll see if we can find an online roulette wheel that we can embed somewhere for Lucas to put in a tab. Can't decide? Spin this wheel.
I love that. It's awesome.
That would be fun. So the one question I have is displaying it. I guess on the main page, we can obviously put, here's what's going on, but someone to keep it kind of updated on where we are in the day and what sessions are happening right now. Do you have any thoughts on that, Lucas? Have people done that before?
Maybe we just hide rows.
Oh, just do it in a spreadsheet and just kind of, okay.
Or do people want to see what happened previously?
No, because then they just feel sad.
Okay.
Oh, I missed it. All right, we'll think through that, but I think that would be good on the main page when you first join and you see the thing, you kind of like, here's what's on deck, here's what's up next. Because there is a lot and it's all really, really cool stuff. It's going to be difficult for people to choose.
Well, so actually, so since you say that, can we continue the conversation a little bit around the recordings? So I know that we are going to tell the speakers that everything's getting recorded and that some of that might be available for purchase after. But as far as the attendees know, does the schedule tell them whether something's getting recorded or not? Probably not, right?
Well, they'll know when they join because they'll all be recorded. I think it's more of a, we decide after the content if it's worth resharing, because some may just like, if it's a session where 3 people join and they talk for 12 minutes and then they leave, then probably don't want to say, for $20, you can get access to this too.
Woo! Yeah, okay. All right, because I'm just thinking like, you know, we talk about there's so much to choose from. So if somebody's trying to decide between multiple sessions and they know that something for sure is going to get recorded. So I didn't know if in our communication to the attendees, we needed to talk at all about the fact that it's getting recorded.
I think we can publicly say we'll be recording all sessions and select sessions will be available afterwards. And it may end up being all sessions, but I just don't think we want to promise that it's all sessions. Obviously resume reviews and tarot card readings would not be recorded. And I doubt that we would want to push out the live Zumba class. I'm not sure anyone needs that publicly available. On the
I don't know. I don't know. I don't agree with that. Let's do it.
And so you guys know, we have in the transition for the room parents, it'll be on the slide and the room parents will let attendees know because we have to let them know it's being recorded. But it would be good before we get to next week to know kind of what the party line is. So if the attendees are asking them, oh, you know, how and where can we access it, that our room parents are giving a consistent answer. Even if we don't know the answer yet, it'd be good to give them a talking point.
Okay, and I feel like Gary, you probably have the best feel on which one should be. What were you saying, Des?
No, I'm just saying it's all getting recorded. So we're just going to tell everybody every session is being recorded. However, we will select some of the top classes to share with you after the event and just leave it at very generic. I mean, honestly, for $20, seriously, you're getting the top classes.
Well,
it's not like they're paying thousands to attend to get every recording we make.
Right. So participants for their same $20 will have access to whatever it is we decide they should have access to. It's not an additional fee to receive those recordings, correct? Or no?
Yes. It is just a $20 ticket. They will be available for 30 days. And then the speakers can have their content after that and do what they wish with it.
Okay. And people who didn't register, but then feel remorse for not registering, can they purchase those recordings as well?
30 days to come
for the same $20. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Delightful.
Like the PCMA put out that article that was, there's no such thing as cannibalizing your event anymore. It's like, if they want to pay the $20 now or 30 days later, I'm okay with it. They can pay whatever they want to pay to access the content. I would of course prefer live conversation because these will be way much more intriguing and entertaining when people are in the room together. That's the whole point of the event.
Right. Well, and you have choices. If you attend live, you have choices as to which ones you want. If you buy the recordings later, it is what it is. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit.
Throw a fit.
I'm glad we're on the same page there.
All right. So big brainstorm on ideas of how we get more people. How do we get more eyeballs? How do we share?
Oh, friends.
And of event marketing is audience acquisition. And we feel it again today.
Sign spinners. Now?
Okay. Sign spinners. Nicole. 1:30 and 45 at noon tomorrow.
Uh,
Let's pick the hottest week of the year to do the sign spinning.
yes, please. Feel
Oh,
bad for
can somebody
me.
make me a virtual sign spinner with Nicole's face on it that I could just use as my Zoom background for the week.
Yeah.
Can we do a contest with the speakers? So which speaker shares the most or has the most interaction?
Yes, and I think we have a speaker talking about how to drive audience acquisition. Can we get her to run that contest?
Right? I mean, I feel like
Consultation with her before her session.
so like if we put it on the people that are going to benefit the most from this, which is the speakers, right?
Mhm.
If we put it on them to spread the word, and I know a lot of them are doing it, but if we put some, if we have some like skin in the game about it, maybe they'll do it more consistently.
I think, and I'm going to start tagging some of the speakers in my LinkedIn post too, to try to get a little bit more sharing. I know not all of them are on LinkedIn, but just to try to raise the visibility of it.
If you're personally connected with the speakers on LinkedIn, you might be able to tag them. From the corporate page, there's only so much that I can do. Like on Facebook, I can't tag people, like personal people. Even some of the speakers shared their Instagram with us, but if it's not set to public, then it's in fact the whole post is bouncing. So I'm having to go back in and redo it because their profile isn't public. So so they have to have a public page, or we're not able to tag them to show that we're talking about them. But a lot of the speakers have been sharing and have been posting stuff out there and getting the word out. What was the where did we go on having the volunteers and doing a leaderboard and like running like gamifying that, sharing for the volunteers?
I think that was probably on me. I was supposed to create tracking codes, but I needed all of the volunteers' email addresses and I didn't go back in and look for that. Let me see. It's there. Volunteers list.
And what is, that was to run a contest to see like who would have the most registrants?
Yeah, like using their code, like they could share out their code to all of their people, and the volunteer with the most, like we could do one or two ways, like give away like a bigger prize for like the top volunteer who brought in more people, or we could do maybe 4 or 5 smaller prizes, or 3 to 5 smaller prizes for like the top, the top 5 or top 3 or whatever.
It doesn't look like I have all of their email addresses. So if you guys want to maybe do a new spreadsheet or do some way for me to get everyone's email addresses, then I can attach a tracking code to all of them. But that's the only way for me to do it.
Okay.
But yes, I can make tracking codes all day long. They showed me how to do it in Splash, so we can send out individual codes. We could make one for every single speaker if we wanted to, although that would be a lot of tracking to track.
I think if we just did one for each volunteer to share out to their network, that would potentially, bring in more people, at least more awareness.
Cool. I mean, from my perspective, I think buying our way in is really the only way to spread the word. So we just need more locations that we can have content or announcements that we exist.
Mm-hmm.
What if we got, I'm thinking about prizes. What if we got some speakers who have stuff, right? Maybe it's a book, maybe it's an immunity pack, maybe it's, whatever. If a speaker has stuff, they should give us one of the things and we put it as a speaker bundle, and the person who gets the most participants wins the speaker bundle. the ultimate speaker swag.
That's cool.
What if we, yeah,
I'm going to be a devil's
Friend-
advocate.
go ahead.
We're already asking our speakers to speak for free, and we're also asking for them to share out on all of their social media to help promote the event. I'm going to defer to Carrie since she knows most of them, but I know that I personally would feel a little sheepish going to them to ask for yet one more thing. But I don't know, Carrie, how do you feel about it?
I feel like I've probably pulled all my favors that I can pull at this time. So I'm gonna lightly decline this one.
Okay.
Thanks.
What if we, I really love this idea of like pushing, like we were saying, the resume and everything of just about this like small business, and like there is just a not, there's so many tracks and potential out there to just, not get away from event professionals, but, just general things that everybody can use. And I just feel like Fish in a Barrel is for all of the cities that we live in, for example, like the Chamber of Commerce, like for them to push this out as a resource for their people, like that's just like, boom, that's an email list that's really easy. And they're looking for resources and classes, like this is a ready-made class for them by professionals. This is a great thing for them to share. So thinking of it in that light is who needs to provide things for their small, the people that would sign up, that would, instead of us asking for something, they would be like, yes, this is great. Well, definitely, those avenues.
Yeah, I don't know that its chamber is going to just share their list with us, but I think that submitting it, as an opportunity, as an option, is a good idea. Can I get someone to help me come up with a list of all of the chambers and the contact?
Yes, we will, well, maybe have to pull a volunteer or somebody for that one. But yeah, we would go to them, not to give us the list, to be included in.
Yeah, I mean, they all send out like, their newsletters or whatever.
Mhm.
So I don't know, are y'all a member of any of the chambers?
Locally in Leander.
Yeah.
Leander?
Not
Well,
really.
but that's okay. That's okay. The Leander Chamber, we can, I think contacting them.
I like the DMC option too, that Carrie put in, but we should just hit like, almost think coverage in your city, like right from a business perspective, all of the things, those kind of, small businesses, those little masterminds that are everywhere, that kind of stuff. So if we can kind of each take our area and city, neighborhood Facebook groups, all of those things. Where do the MLM people go and put their stuff out? Go there.
Yeah.
To their friends on Facebook.
Yes, but they hit the ground. Like there is a market that they can tap beyond their friends that is just like ground pound Girl Scout cookie kind.
Well, and if any of you want your own tracking code, let me know and I can make one for you. And then you can track if any of your people are registering from your outreach as well.
Free box of Thin Mints also for every ticket sold.
Yes.
Well, I'm about to get into Boy Scout popcorn season, so I can offer up a bag of caramel corn.
Oh, I love that.
Yum.
So much.
Overpriced popcorn for you. Overpriced popcorn for you. All right. Well, I think from a logistics standpoint, this is incredible. Absolutely everything is lined up. We'll get the final-ish schedule out tomorrow to people so they can begin to see things. And then for the last 9 days before it happens, it's just post, push, emails, remind people, share.
Hey, real quick too, for everybody, if you have something that you feel like absolutely has to be included in the Know Before You Go, can you just shoot me a message? Because I have got a whole list, but you guys might be thinking of something different. I'll post what I have to, but let me know if there's things that, oh, please make sure you mention XYZ. Let me know. Thank you.
Cool. Well, thanks everybody. Keep smiling. Don't worry about it. People are going to come.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.